This video will demonstrate how we are using the resource area of the Classical Academies. First, click on Resources, Group, and scroll down and click on the Classical Academies. We found that using this area allows us to house resources in an area that can be accessed by all Schoology account holders in our schools, regardless of the campus in which they are enrolled. This allows you to create links in your lessons that will remain intact even when you copy your content to other courses. Resource folders for your subject area, both resources for the year and unit resource folders, should be housed in the Classical Academies area with links in the curriculum course. This video will show you how to do that. You'll see resources for various subject areas here. Let's click on the Math Resources for K-8 folder. These folders are currently empty. Let's click on the 4th grade math resources. You can see it's empty. Now let's look at a curriculum course. Here's a 4th grade course, and I've expanded these folders so that you can see the setup and compare math and literature. When the Unit 1 template was created, we included folders here for resources. Then when we tried to link the items in the folders, we discovered that all those links broke. So we changed that design. Look at the literature folders here for Unit 1. You can see there's a literature introduction, that's kind of the overview for the year, and then a Unit 1 literature resources area here. These used to be folders and now they're links. So they link to that area in the resource that we were just looking at a little while ago in the Classical Academies. To create the same effect for math, science, and history, follow these directions. So expand the math resources for the year folder to view this math resources page here. Click on the gear and then click on Save to Resources. In the pop-up window for collection, choose the Classical Academies. For the folder, select the correct destination folder. So in this case, we want to send it to the 4th grade math resources and then click Save Copy. Now we'll go back to the resource area. Here we are in that 4th grade math resources folder, and when I refresh the page appears right there. So you can add additional pages here in this resource area, but you'll notice that when you click the Add Resources button, adding another page is not an option. I'm not sure why that is, but the workaround is to make a copy of this page here. So click on the gear icon and use the Copy to option. In the little pop-up window, the things that are already shown here in these fields are the correct default, so they'll copy in that page into the same folder that we're currently in. So don't change those and just click Copy, and there's a second copy of that page. So you can now click the gear and click Edit, change the title, and change the contents. And you can use that as many times as you want, so that you can have a list here of various math resources or resources for science for the unit. Let's look at a sample of the language arts area. So first of all, let's orient ourselves. We're in the Classical Academies area. This time we're in the language arts K-8, in the kindergarten language arts, and specifically in the kindergarten Unit 1 language arts resources. And you can see there are various links here that the curriculum writer put in. And you can link from a lesson in your curriculum course to this page here where you have a list of all the resource pages. Use this URL right here to link to this page. We can also link to an individual page, and I'll show you how to do that in just a little bit. Let's go back to the curriculum course to see how we create the links there. So let's open these up again just to compare. So again, in the literature area, note where the links are here. We're going to put a link here in the math area. So hover your cursor just above Math Unit 1, and you see that little green dotted line up here. If you click on that, we can now add click on this Add File, Link, or External tool. In the first pop-up window, choose Link. And then you have a place here to add your URL. So let's go back to the resource area to get the link. So here I am on the fourth grade math resources in the folder for fourth grade math resources. So let's say that I want to link to this area where I'm going to add several different types of resources. I can copy this link here, go back to the curriculum course and paste that there, and then title this. We'll use that right there. And then here in the advanced area, this little paper icon here, the way it's set currently is to display in Schoology. We want to click on that one time, and now it says display in new window. And that's exactly what we want to do. So you can see the icon is now kind of grayed out, and we want to click the blue add button. And now in that math folder, here's math resources for the year. And if I click on that, it opens up that page with the variety of resources listed right here. If instead I want to add a link to a specific page, so let's say in a lesson, I want to add a link to a specific area in the resources. Let's come back over here. So let's say I want to link directly to this Unit 1 Language Arts Overview. I'm going to right click on that and open the link in a new tab. This opens that link in a tab that has its own unique URL. Copy that, and then let's go back to the curriculum course. And we would probably link something like that in a lesson. So let's just go ahead and open a lesson. And let's say that we want to say something like, click here to read the literature overview for Unit 1. Okay, then I can highlight that and use that link instead. And that will link directly to that page. So I'm not going to save that so I don't mess up anybody's work here. Just remember that if you add a link like that in a lesson that goes to the resource area, you will need to do that little bit of coding to make sure that link opens in a separate window. And I provided a separate video for you for that topic.